All right, so continuing on with my productivity box. All right, the spouse won't let me write on the wall, so I wrote it on the box so that it would always remind me to do something. Good behavior. You may want to keep a box like this. You just throw all the paperwork in there. Now, I used to be very organized. I used to pay the bills, all right? When I was working about 10 years ago, I used to pay the bills. I was organized. I was on top of everything, you know. I would read the doctor's appointments. I mean, I knew what day it was. You know, now I've been home. I know it's Friday because it's Friday. All right, so I grabbed this piece of paper from there, and I'm going to read to you what I have in my box. It says history, World War II, vocabulary, Axis powers. Oh, okay. So I told the kids to write down what were the Axis powers, and they wrote it down. If you can read that, it says Italy, Germany, and Japan. Those were the three countries that were fighting against the United States. All right, so this is just a topic, you know. It's like you want to teach your kids something and you don't really know what to teach them. So sometimes things pop into my head and I say, well, you know, do you know about this? The other day I asked them, name 3 countries that speak English. And that one was tricky. So you may want to ask your kids that. It was funny. Here is another page. This one's about the Allied powers. It's just talking to the kids, you know, getting them to start thinking about what they're actually learning at school. This may have been covered or not, but I cover it. Okay, the vocabulary. History of World War II. Who were the Allies? The answers are Britain, France, Russia, 3, and the United States. All right, there may have been like another 10 more, all right, but at least it gets the ball rolling, you know. Poland may have been in there, Czechoslovakia, I don't know. This is just to get some basic, all right, knowledge. So here we go with cursive writing, Exodus 4:10. Fractions, word problems, worksheet. Oh boy. Oh, okay, so I don't know what that worked out. I know I was doing homeschooling, so that's what this was about. But here we have something interesting. Trees of Florida. I got this from a YouTube video. Southern magnolias, 1. Oak, maple, hickory, and it says best, and St. John. Apparently those are trees of Florida. All right, so I'd like to become a carpenter. I should know about trees, right? Yeah, I should. And I will. In another, who knows? I know the coconut tree. I can spot that one right away. I know a palm tree too. That one's different because it doesn't have any coconuts. And just this year I learned about grapefruit trees because a man from the islands, he was 80 years old, and he told me how when he was 20 something, a grapefruit fell on his head, and so he was Baker acted with me, but he was in there for, his wife said that she hit him with a cane, but he said I didn't hit her, but they put him in there. And so he was repeating himself, because at first I was leaning into him, listening, but after 3 days I heard the story over and over again, so I remember it. He had a problem with, is it Alzheimer's? And so grapefruit actually is a green thing that falls down and it could hit you in the head. It's as big as a coconut, I don't know. So anyway, the doctor told him, Clyde, this will hurt you now, but it hurts now, but it won't affect you until you're older. And that's what happened with him. According to what he tells me, he says that he forgets things. So